What's going on, Destiny players? Rice Man from Entourage Gaming bringing you round one of the new Spark of Hope Thursday night Kessel Run tournament at Card Addicts in Birmingham, Alabama. We've got Matt on the left playing the new Reylo, Kylo Rey with Temporary Truce. That plot allows him to play those two together, even though one is a hero and one is a villain. He can include any blue cards in the deck and no gray cards. On the right, we have Michael playing new Han with Chewie, Profitable Connection, playing on the mean streets. Got the roll off here. It looks like Michael's going to win. He will definitely take mean streets. So Matt's objective is to get lots of shields, move shields from Kylo to Rey, deal damage to Han and Chewie. Michael just wants to get guns out and go for it. So one shield to Rey and one shield to Kylo would be Michael's turn. Michael being able to start off with 3 resources means any gun he plays is able to be on turn 1. He's going to start off with the new DX2 blaster from Spark of Hope, which deals unblockable damage. Matt will pay 2 for the cross guard on Kylo, so he'll be able to do a damage. He's going to go after Chewie first. Try to whittle him down since he has the upgrade on him. Be Michael's turn now as he goes through his cards. He's going to pay 1 for Streetwise. That'll be nice for the whole game to be able to play those events for 1 less resource each time. Matt's going to roll out Kylo, calling yellow. No, I'm totally kidding. So he rolls out Kylo with a 1 melee, a resource, and a blank. Michael's just going to roll out Chewie. Chewie rolls out some damage. Gets a 1 gun, a 1 gun, and a 2 gun. Of course, the DX is unblockable. Matt's going to play Adapt, which is to remove a shield to gain a resource. The deck can struggle with money sometimes, so being able to get that resource to ramp should help him. Still has a shield on Kylo, though, so the power action on Kylo is in play to remove a shield to a hero character. If he does that, he can deal damage to another character, or any character, actually. Michael's just going to go ahead and pop 4 straight into Rey. Rey's power action is to turn a villain character die to a value of 0, so that can be blanks or specials. Matt just resolves a cross guard for a resource, and here comes Han. Han rolls out with a 2 range and a resource. And then we see the first power action, Kylo moving the shield to Rey. Since it was done to a hero, be 1 damage to Chewie. There's 2 into Rey, 1 on the shield. So she's at 6 health remaining. Pretty good start for Han and Chewie being able to get that damage out. Matt will pay 2 for the Ezra Saber. It does have redeploy on it. Michael will take the $1. Probably use that for mitigation of some sort. Here's a power action on Rey. Going to turn a villain character die to a value of 0. Turns Kylo to the special. That'll deal 2 damage. If any of it was blocked, he would be able to re-roll that die back into the pool. Looks like Michael has an Entangle there in his hand. He's going to read over the mean streets. Just a quick reminder, mean streets is if you spot a scoundrel character, you can place a resource on it, and then play an event from your hand, decreasing the cost by the number of resources on the battlefield. Michael's still thinking over his actions here. Decides to pass. There's 2 into Chewie. It's Chewie at 4. Still 9 health to go. Michael's going to pass again. That's another one to Chewie. Michael's still passing, so he's got something up his sleeve. Probably that entangle more than likely. So Matt rolls out Rey with a 1 gun on the saber, a shield, and a blank. Michael debating here. He maybe can pass and try to get Matt to re-roll again, or he may just go ahead and just entangle, be done with it. Don't really know what other cards he has in his hand at the time. Yep, so he's going to streetwise to entangle. So he can remove 2 dice with a combined value of 3 or less. So he's just going to take the gun and the shield. Matt's going to discard a Rey's saber. Oh, it's going to rethink that. So he discards the Forsaken. That's the better play. Much better play. He does roll the 2 melee, which is good. Michael's going to claim. Now, Matt being able to discard the Forsaken instead of the Rey saber means he can overwrite the Ezra saber going into the next round, gain 2 shields on Rey and keep her alive a little bit longer. Both cards have redeploy, so he's not losing anything on the redeploy factor there. So both sides able to do 5 damage to a character turn 1. Things keep going like this. We may see a father-son showdown between Han and Kylo. So we go into turn 2. Matt's taking his 2 resources. Michael's getting his 2 resources right now. So Chewie's actually at 7 damage, for earlier. So his Guardian is online, his Guardian's online the whole game, but his ability is now online where he can increase the value of one of his character dice by 1 when he resolves it, because he already has 6 or more damage on him. Michael rolls out Chewie to a disrupt, a discard, and a resource. Matt immediately overwrites with the Rey saber, which he kept last round. He almost discarded a reroll with it. Rey's lightsaber, of course, from a 2-player starter set. A really solid saber that has not seen much play recently in major events, but hopefully with Reylo making a return, we might see the Rey saber come back into prevalence. It's Michael's turn here. So he's going to power action. And with Han's ability, he can turn a scoundrel die to his side. If it's on a Wookiee, he can resolve it. So he resolves it, flips it to a 2, resolves it for 2. Should have been able to resolve it for 3. But doesn't. So Matt still with 6 health remaining on Rey. Han is yet to roll out yet, so here comes Rey. Rolling that resource, some sticks, looks like a shield on the Rey saber. Michael's going to pay 1 for Han Solo's dice. A great reroll card there for him. The ability on it is after you roll out a character. If that character rolls a blank, you can exhaust this to re-roll that die. And if it's on Han Solo, you can ready it. And that is a continuous loop. So being able to basically re-roll any of Han's dice anytime it rolls a blank is a major plus. Matt's going to take $1. So he's got 2 resources. Here comes Han. Michael forgot the dice. He needs the Han Solo dice. Han does roll a 2 range and a resource, but he did forget the Han Solo dice. Matt's going to pay 2 for no mercy on the 2 melee. He discards his whole hand, which is 3 cards left. That's going to deal 5 to Chewie. And dealing 5 to Chewie puts him at 12 health, or 12 damage, 1 health remaining. I think that's what they're talking about now, is the previous action of being able to deal a +1 with Chewie's ability there. It is Michael's turn. May see a discard or reroll here. Unless he's going to play an event on the shield, which I doubt. Yep, so he discards a quick draw to reroll everything except for the Han ranged. Rolls the money. Gets a +2 on Chewie, gets the 1 on the disruptor. Matt obviously does not have, he has no money, so little mitigation probably in his hand that he could afford. Question is, does he take the shield here and try to save Rey if possible? He won't be able to, though, because of the damage. One is unblockable with the DX. Chewie's +2 becomes a +3. His best bet here is to go ahead and just take the shield on Kylo. If he takes the shield on Kylo, he can then take power action, move that shield to Han, and just kill Chewie and be done with it. So as long as Matt plays this correctly, he can still kill Chewie this turn without having to use Han's character dice. He also needs to resolve that Rey saber so he can redeploy and get 2 uses out of it this round, which he does. Yep, and he takes the shield on Kylo. And Rey is down for the count. Expect Chewie to be close behind. With all his dice out of the pool, Matt's going to go ahead and just roll in Kylo. Kylo hits a 2 melee, a special, a resource, and a discard. Michael still has 1 resource, has not used Streetwise yet. So we need 2 costs in his hand he'll be able to pay for. Any 1 cost he'll get for free. Easy pickings is out of the question. Special on the crossguard saber is to deal 2 damage to a character, or 3 if any of it is blocked. Looks like a flee the scene, which it is. So he'll tap Streetwise to pay 0 for that and remove the special and the 2 melee on the saber. There's the Kylo powered action. He's going to give the shield to Han and then kill Chewie. No redeploy on the blaster pistol, so that goes away. So Han at 11 health, including shield. No Han Solo dice still to be found. There it is. We found it. Michael's action here. Wonder if he'll try to claim and use an event from his hand to remove the rest of these dice. Probably not. Matt has no rerolls. So there's a discard. Matt will definitely take the $1. Michael just claims here there's nothing else really to do in this turn. You don't really want to pay to remove a resource like that. Rather use it to save Han and keep your damage up. So we're off to the next round. We do have the father-son showdown that we've wanted. Kylo has both his lightsaber and Rey's lightsaber on him. Han has his dice in hand. Can he get another weapon out to make this a decent fight? Both sides have 3 resources for the turn. Both players still have their power action tokens from the last round. Need to make sure to take those off in between rounds. Alright, there goes Matt taking his off. So Michael's going to pay 2 for the hidden blaster. That does have ambush. If Matt had his shield, it would be removed, but it is not. Michael thinking through his ambush action here. Does he want to go ahead and just roll out Han? He does. That'll put the pressure on early. Both players at an effective 11 health right now. So we get a 2, a 1, a resource, and a blank on Han's die. But with the Han Solo's dice, he's able to exhaust it, reroll, and then it would automatically be readied. So there's a 2 range. So the dice is able to be readied because it is on Han Solo. And that's what they're talking about right now. Yep, and there it is being readied. So 5 damage showing from Han. Not bad. There's a 2 for a treasure lightsaber. That'll allow Matt to draw a card. Both sides with 1 resource left. So Michael's going to go ahead and pump the 5 into Kylo. Striking first. We need some epic music for this father-son showdown. Kylo's going to come out. Kylo rolls a bunch of blanks. +1 on the treasured, and then a special on his character dice. It's prime easy pickings territory right there. Yep, and there it is. So he'll pick the Rey and the crossguard, taking the weapons out of play. Matt will deal 2, and because one of it was blocked, to be able to re-roll it back into the pool. Hits a resource on the re-roll. Michael's going to take $1. Matt's going to discard the Yoda saber for a reroll. Hits the 2 and the +2 on the treasured along with the discard, so that's 4 damage. Michael thinking here. See how streetwise? He can claim if he wants to and pay anything 3 or less for free. He has a couple of options as far as mitigation goes. Just depends on what's in his hand. Looks like in a reversal. Yes, reversal. That's what he does. He's going to claim. Reversal the 2 back into Kylo. Puts Kylo at 4 health remaining. So Metal Ditch, it binds to reroll, hits double blanks. That's gross. Man's really going to need to try to pump some damage here. So he's going to discard his other Forsaken. Hits on a 1 and a 1. That's at least 2 damage. And then Matt's going to pay 1 for Polarity. He cannot spot a hero character, but he can spot a villain to deal damage. So there's another damage. So Han down to 6 health remaining. Kylo at 4 health remaining. Han's dice being well to him in this game. Each side has $2. There's 1 for a Dex's Diner. So Han chooses not to roll into the pool, even though he only needs 4. Matt's going to take advantage of that and roll in Kylo. Force the damage. And he gets them. He gets a 3 pay 1 on Rey's Saber. 1 melee on the Kylo. 1+1 on the treasure. A special and a resource. Not enough to kill Han. He'll still have 1 damage left to deal. So Michael's going to go ahead and roll out Han. Ooh, Han shows damage 2 + 2 and a 1. So Matt plays 1 up. Matt pays 1 for the Polarity. So he's going to deal the damage. He has ambush with that and pay 1 to deal 5 more. That's going to kill Han with the sudden strike. It's almost as if we were watching The Force Awakens just then. Just when you think Han can save Kylo, he slashes him. Not with the crossguard, but with Rey's Saber. Michael showing he could have easily claimed and played in the crosshairs there. A little misplay there, but Michael, but good game both guys. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on the next video.